raciest squad from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Gators will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bearcats offense will start this game off with the football. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
He'll try the left side. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
The Bearcats decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Gators offense has its first opportunity of the day. And what a performance. An aerial show from this guy in the last game. And he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the pass game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. He'll keep it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Gators will have it 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. They'll throw it from the red zone. Might be looking to run. Zings it complete to the right. They've got it down to the 3-yard. Really well done on that throw and catch. And the Gators trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with a run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Florida! Great job by the back on the option. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Quickly out to the tight end. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Hauls it in. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. The Bearcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the back. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This crowd on hand trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. It's incomplete and will change into the field now. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. And the Bearcats will punt it away on 4th down. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Give to the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 48. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They're working that left side. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
He's got it down the middle.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Got enough space. They're going to run into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator. They'll try to add another to their lead. Let's see. He can block. He can catch. He can run. Yeah, let's just forget about the blocking for now. The catching, the running, the scoring is dangerous.
And they do the dirty work, but this is what they would prefer to do. These guys want to catch touchdown passes. Most of these guys were wide receivers in high school, and they show you why. They'll go up, get that football, make plays for the quarterback.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Bearcats line up to punt it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast. They try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, it's picked off. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Got his man on the right. Takes it the other way. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bearcats! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Gators sending the offense back to work. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll run it from the gun. Turning it on. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. That Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this year.
Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. The Gators have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Right on the money. And he's brought down after a nice game. 36-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Bishop. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He slides that just inside the right upright. Hold on just a second, guys. Flag on the play. Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Under fire. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking for space. It's Garrison. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this 1st half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quick that you can go to.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the 1st half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward when that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
And the Bearcats will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking downfield on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. We've We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. He's got his man across the middle. They'll immediately call timeout. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Nestled just inside that right upright. And that lead grows even bigger. The Bearcats will boot it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. There he goes! They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to believe the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged.
The punt was just an illusion. They snapped him to the up end. They'll stop him short, and they had it sniffed out from the beginning. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field.
And obviously you're trying to catch him off guard, but it didn't work. I'm not a fan of fake punts. I'd rather put my offense on the field and guys that do this for a living all the time and are really good at it, but tried to sneak attack, and it did not work.
Power football with the run. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Leaves it with the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really
breaks into the open. Had defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Runs through a tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Here's a heat. Quickly to the tight end. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Using his feet to buy time. Trying to make magic with his feet. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. They'll go to the ground. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Might be changing the route. Trying to turn the corner on the left. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. And the Gators kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. A first down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. He wants to throw it. Rush is on him. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. So a drive there of 84 yards. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pulls it in. It's Baker. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And that's just a timing route. And if I'm a quarterback and they're going to sit back in zone, when I run those crossers, man, I just wait for that zone window to open up, anticipate it a little bit, chunk that thing, and let my receiver do the rest of the work.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7
gets away from one, finds room. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Baker.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
The Bearcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Trying to set up the screen. Jukes his way for more. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quick completion on the out. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a...
And they will score! Touchdown, Cincinnati! Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, take a gander at what's happening in this interesting battle in the Pac-12. Cal is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Aaron Rodgers should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 12 to UConn. We'll keep you posted on a Pac-12 showdown that, not surprisingly, guys, is already trending.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now facing a 3rd and long. He'll do it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. From the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he's got some space. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to him again. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to get the edge with the jet sweep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gator! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Near the goal line, everybody thinks more physical, bigger bodies. They're going to run the ball up the middle. How about this offense? Gives them a little change-up, gets the ball on the perimeter right now, fools the defense, and they get in for the touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. To the air on 1st down. Plucks it out of the air. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
The Bearcats want to crank the tempo. Back to pass. On target. It's a fumble. Scoops it up, still a live ball. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got an open man. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking deep down the right side. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna look downfield again. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and get into lock.
Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Complete to start this drive. Turning it on! brought down after a nice game.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Man, that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.